Hello guys, today we're about to compare whole numbers. So, whole numbers. Well, before we actually compare whole numbers, we need to know what they are. So one thing you need to know is that whole number starts at 0, so make sure you remember that. So the next number is 1, the next one is 2, then you start counting, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. Now, let's think of any two random numbers, 2 and 5 for example. Alright, how would we compare 2 and 5? So there's few symbols you can use to compare. This weird symbol here, here's another weird one, and here's another one. What do you think these three symbols mean? Well, the first one, they read it as less than. The second one, they read it as greater than. And the last one is equal to. What does comparing means? All you need to know is you want to look at this number and be able to tell if this number is less than 5, greater than 5, or this number is equal to 5. So that's what comparing is really about. So let's think about it. Imagine that I have $2 and you have $5. What would you say? Do I have more money than you, less money than you, or the same amount of money as you? You would obviously say, oh, since I have $2, I have less money than you, right? So we would use that symbol in between these two guys and put less than. Now again, the most confusing thing sometimes is that people forget that this symbol means less than. So let me show you a trick on how to remember it. Look at this symbol. What do you think it looks like? It looks like a big L, right? So whichever symbol out of these two looks like an L, you're going to read it as less than. Why? Because it looks like an L, right? And this symbol, the one that doesn't look like an L, is greater than. So let's take another example. Practice makes perfect. Let's say that we're trying to compare 50 and 25. Again, I hope by now you know how to count and you know that when you're counting, 25 comes before 50. So whichever number comes before is actually the smaller number. So look at 50. Is 50 greater than 25, less than 25, or equal to 25? Which one of these symbols you would use? Again, guys, remember to read it from left to right. Don't try to say, oh, 25 is less than 50. No, no, no. Try to read it from left to right. Look at 50 and say, what do you think 50 is? Is 50 less than 25? Is 50 greater than 25? Or is 50 equal to 25? Obviously, from what we know, 50 is greater than 25. So would we use that? We will use that symbol. 50 is greater than 25. Here's another example. Say that you have 9 and 9. And you're looking at these two numbers. What would you say? Is 9 less than 9? Is 9 greater than 9? Or is 9 equal to 9? Obviously, we would say 9 is equal to 9 since the two numbers are exactly the same. Now, before we leave, here's a common mistake that I don't want you to do. Imagine that you have 3 and 9, and you're comparing these two numbers. Now, imagine that by mistake you start reading it from right to left. What would you say? You would say, oh, 9 is greater than 3. And the fact that you're saying that 9 is greater than 3, you would want to put that sign right there. That means greater than. But can you do that? You would want to put that sign right there. You'll be wrong. Again, guys, remember, do not read it from right to left. Read it from left to right. If I wanted to do that example, I would start from my left and I would say, oh, 3 is what compared to 9? Is 3 less than 9? Is 3 greater than 9? Or is 3 equal to 9? So again, obviously for that number here, 3 is less than 9. So which symbol would we use? We would use the first one. So 3 is less than 9. So we'll use that symbol. Thank you for watching and take care.